Hello and welcome to Ascending Without Wings. My name is Raina and this is your reading for our lovely Aries people for the 14th to the 20th of January 2019. So please feel free to like, share and subscribe if you wish to do so, and I will get on with the reading. Can you please have some energy for my lovely Aries people for this week, the 14th to the 20th of January 2019. Okay, so we've got the Angel of Love, the 7th chakra, crown chakra with Archangel Michel. Anything else? The door to personal healing and happiness. Wow. Ooh, good looking week, my lovely Aries friends. Love, spirituality, healing, happiness. Can't ask for more. These three are correct. Are these part of the reading? All of them? Okay. This could be a slightly long reading. Okay, so you've got the Angel of Love. So you've got definitely angelic assistance in the love department this week, my friends. Then you've got the 7th chakra. So I believe your crown chakra is open and activated, and you're definitely open to your guidance from your team and from God, the universe, source, whatever you prefer to use the term. Then we've got door to spirit, personal healing and happiness, if I can speak. And that's 34, so reduces down to 7, also a very spiritual number. Spiritual progress, evolution. It's all happening for you this week, Aries. Then we have the 5th chakra, so the throat chakra, standing in your power and speaking your truth. Yeah, speaking from the heart and being authentic. Very nice. Then we have strategy. Your game plan for life. Aries are pretty motivated individuals, and they like to be successful at whatever they try to accomplish. So this could be you making out a plan for something that you want to accomplish, something important, something where you kind of want to be very careful with your planning, and so that you don't miss anything. So the following card that we have is attachment. So this to me is about releasing attachment to the masks that we put on, releasing attachment to things like caring about what other people think of you. That can be very much mask related. It's attachments that hold you down. This can be codependency. This could be addictions. This could be just, attachment to maintaining a certain image, attachments to how having certain friends or certain experiences, that you're plastering over social media or whatever, can sort of maintain a certain air about you, I guess you could call it. And the last card that we have for Aries this week is victory. So ending the week on a nice, victorious, positive feeling. So I like that. There's only really one questionable energy in your reading this week. So I can't be that bad. All right. Because there's so many cards, I'm going to keep the explanation on the energy oracles kind of snappy, and I get the feeling we might just have one tarot card per oracle, but that's not a bad thing. You are my last reading for this week, and I'm happy to report this is the first time since this channel has been created that I've been organized enough to get all of the zodiac readings done in the week, and only a couple of days off. So congratulations to me. All right. Didn't have to say it. What? Really? No, can't be. Is this the clarifier for the Angel of Love? There's going to be one for each. All right. If they keep flying out like that, it's going to be pretty obvious. Angel Michel, please clarify the crown chakra here. crown chakra. Thank you. And door to personal healing and happiness. What are we talking about here? Door to personal healing and happiness. Oh, okay. Strategy. Firstly, it clarifies that it laid down, are they all correct and in the right spots? The last three clarifies in here. Thank you. Is the Two of Wands that clarifies strategy? Does it belong here? Three of Cups for that strategy. Is it part of the reading? Page of Pentacles with strategy. Queen of Swords attachment. And Ace of Wands. Very nice. Thank you very much. Okay. Interesting week for you Aries people out there. All right. Let us check these cards out and see what we do. Tune into. So, Angel of Love with the Eight of Swords. Angel of Love is allowing you to, assisting you to stop feeling stuck, stop feeling like you're confined to a situation, circumstance, because whatever is making you feel like you are stuck there or bound to a certain situation, it's actually all in your head, because swords is, air energy. It's mental thoughts, words. You're imprisoning yourself with your own worrying and thinking too much, and stressing and being anxious. It's kind of like something may happen and you stew over it so much that you end up magnifying it so much bigger than it really is, that it sort of traps you, It's very, very sad, but Angel of Love is kind of the angels helping you to have enough love for yourself to stop creating this mental prison and stop having this recurring habit of, making things bigger than what they really are and complicating things beyond what they need to be. Life is quite simple, but we tend to overthink things, and really that's the easiest way to complicate and lose any joy out of experiences sometimes. It really is quite sad. Okay, so moving on, the next card that we had was the Crown Chakra. So Crown Chakra and the Two of Pentacles, the infinity symbol. Now this is like, I'm getting a very spiritual vibe from this. Your crown chakra is open and you're in constant communication with your guides, angels, ascended masters, God, the universe, source. And you're doing a great job of balancing your spiritual and your physical world. You're doing your healing, you're doing everything that you need to be doing at the moment, and you're balancing your own masculine and feminine energies, and you're coming into harmony within yourself. So whatever's within you will be reflected outside of you. As they say, within, so without, as above, so below. So Crown Chakra and Two of Pentacles, that's like such a beautiful, beautiful combination, beautiful energy right there. Because, even if life overall becomes turbulent, you're still in your flow. You're still managing to stay balanced and grounded and stable and maintain sort of a calm, wait and see approach rather than getting carried away at the first sign of trouble. It really is quite a beautiful, very evolved, very stable energy. Very nice. Okay, personal door to healing and happiness accompanied by the Ten of Swords. So I feel like something has transpired in your existence recently, where you have felt like every single person that could betray you or hurt you has basically had a go at it. This card, the Ten of Swords, person having 10 swords in their back, like from top to bottom kind of thing. It's pretty guaranteed that they're dead, but it's kind of, you've been through so much hurt, like, and I don't mean to laugh, it's kind of, I'm saying from top to toe, that's what I was laughing at. So yeah, somebody having been through so much pain and conflict. This is basically like coming out of that. Okay, tens are a number of completion. So whatever it was that has happened, that has made you feel backstabbed and like you've been betrayed or, shut out, whatever it is, by the people that you care about, your friends, family, partner, whatever. It's all happening for a reason. You're now ending that cycle anyway. And when you're ending that cycle, you are about to go into a cycle or a stage of your life where there is a lot of healing and a lot of happiness that is on its way. So I am really, really sorry about this unpleasant Ten of Swords energy, because it really, Ten of Swords is quite an extreme, unpleasant thing. Okay. And yeah, it's unfortunate that anybody has to go through that. But on a brighter note, the next card that we had was the Throat Chakra card. Okay, Archangel Gabriel, speaking your truth, speaking from the heart, and just being authentic. This energy, I feel like you are speaking your truth this week about something that is a very deep, heartfelt wish. This is about a wish being granted. So maybe you are expressing a very heartfelt wish and hoping that somebody will grant that wish by accepting something that you might be proposing. I really feel like this is okay. The Nine of Cups is about having a very deep, heartfelt wish granted. So when you've got that accompanied by the card of the Throat Chakra, which is about speaking your truth and speaking from the heart, it's kind of easy to sum it up as you are going to speak up about what your heartfelt wish is to whomever it is that can make that wish become your reality. And this is taking a lot of courage and a lot of strength, and it's a really beautiful thing. And Cups is emotional energy, it's water energy, water signs, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, could be a sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign, could be the person that you are saying that you are my most deepest heartfelt wish, and all I really want is you. That is quite beautiful. Wow. Yes, I hope your wish is granted, my friend. I really hope your wish is granted. That's quite beautiful, really. I'm just going to check before I get too far in the reading. So far, got all the messages. Okay. I just had to check something. Okay, so I really feel like the Throat Chakra and Nine of Cups is actually linked to strategy and the Page of Pentacles. So as I said, a strategy, like planning very thoroughly, very meticulously about something that is very, very important to you. Now, something that's in your Nine of Cups is very, very important to you. And I feel like you have actually been planning this, whatever it is that you're going to say, expressing yourself, using your throat chakra and speaking your truth about your most deepest heartfelt wish. And whatever this, your most deepest heartfelt wish is represented by that pentacle in the page's hand right there. Excuse me. So that page is looking at that pentacle like it is the most precious thing in the world. It loves it more than anything else. And I believe that heartfelt wish you do love more than anything else in the world. It's very important to you. This is why you have been strategizing for a long time. And you may still be, because maybe with this throat chakra is you are now finally ready to speak your truth, but you want to come up with an absolute waterproof plan to make sure that this goes down well, that precious pentacle of yours at the end of the day does become yours. You want to make sure that you have planned it so well that there is no chance of failure, that you will not miss out on whatever this heartfelt wish is. It is very important to you. It matters a lot. You're putting a lot of time and energy and focus and effort into this. And I actually love how like the colors tie in yellow and red and green, yellow, red, and green. Missing the red, but yellow and green. And got the yellow and green right there too, and a bit of blue. So yeah, I love how this works. Okay. Yeah, actually, I feel like this could actually be for like 3 different groups if you kind of split it up like this. With the first 3 lots of cards applying to one group of people, the second 2 applying to another group of people, and third lot to another group, but doesn't necessarily have to be. That's just a thought. Whatever resonates for you is what resonates for you, and if it doesn't, then obviously it doesn't. Okay. Now, sorry, being slightly OCD there. Moving on to the next cards, we have attachment with Queen of Swords. That's kind of an understandable energy. Queen of Swords is kind of a gloomy, not so chirpy queen. And I don't mean to say it like that. Okay, Queen of Swords has been through some real emotional stuff in her life, and she's been hurt. She's been 10 of Swords many times in her life. Okay, she's been hurt, used, abused, taken for granted, manipulated, all of it. So she's been through a lot of suffering in her life, and she hasn't quite healed all of it. So for that reason, she can be quite cutting with her words. She can be quite harsh. And, you know, just the things, the way she speaks, the things she says in her tone and the emotion behind it, there's a lot of pain, and that can be sensed and felt in the way she expresses herself. So it's with attachment being accompanied by it, it's kind of releasing the pain and the hurt from the past. This is a need for healing, big time. The Queen of Swords has been hurt, and she is still attached to the pain of those experiences. That is why she is so harsh, and she is so bitter. So if you can release attachment of your investment in that unpleasant experience that you've had, you can actually start healing and releasing it. You have to feel the pain that goes with every experience to be able to heal it. There is no other way. There is no going around the pain. You're only going through it. Simple. And I know, me sitting here and saying it, trust me, my friends, I've had my fair share of pain, and my life was pretty stagnant and pointless at one stage while I was drowning in all of that kind of pain. But fortunately, ascension happened, and I have been very, very fortunate and very grateful to have done monumental amounts of healing over the last few years. And now that the cleanup crew's been through, life is pretty elevated and serene and full of love and things to be grateful for, and lots of blessings. So it's definitely advisable to release the attachment to the past, to the hurt, to the things that you've experienced. The experiences that you have had and the pain that you have felt do not define you, and they do not make you who you are. The pain that you have felt, once you have healed from it, they shape you into the person that you're meant to be, and they also make you stronger for whatever is to come down the line. So it is in everyone's best interest to heal whatever has hurt them at any point in time, whether it's past life stuff, whether it's childhood stuff, or whether it's past relationship stuff. Regardless, we need to heal from the things that have hurt us so that we can take the strength that we gain from this and move forward, because we're experiencing this and we're supposed to be gaining the strength from this experience because we will require it further down the line. And that is something that we sometimes, well, I don't think we ever really realize. And when you sort of stop and think about it properly and realize that every experience happens for a reason, and usually it is shaping you and building you up for something. And the best example of this that I can actually think of is a pattern that I've noticed in people that I know, where in a family, a parent will have a certain experience when it comes to their kids, such as having a family where, uh, you know, mom has baby, mom has to go back to work quickly because of circumstances. So the auntie is the babysitter. Um, you know, at 2 months old, babies are quite small. They need a lot of time and attention. So the auntie will be babysitter, and the baby will end up becoming quite attached to the auntie and may end up doing things like calling the auntie mum, which for a first time parent, that kind of sucks. Um, but that kind of thing repeats generation after generation. And, I'm sure if you've been around for long enough, or enough people, you can ask your parents maybe, if there's any form of pattern such as that. Unfortunately, that pattern also happens in, painful and sad experiences. So, say, for example, if you had a traumatic experience as a child, um, and then you grow up and your child has that same experience. The fact that you've lived through that experience, provided that you have healed it and handled it properly and grown stronger and evolved from it, you are now then equipped to be able to support your child when they go through that same trauma. Not to completely shut down on them because you're too traumatized and you never addressed it and never felt the things that you had to feel to be able to get the strength from the experience. This is the thing. Running away from pain is the most pointless thing that you can do. Your pain is within you. You cannot escape it. You cannot hide. You cannot numb it. You cannot go around it. You cannot ignore it. Okay, that is impossible. Numbing it through alcohol or drugs or whatever other form of addiction you choose to go to, gambling, whatever the hell it may be, it does not matter. Drowning your sorrows does not make them go away, and it does not heal them. That's a simple fact. And it's a point that, a lot of us just really sort of take for granted. Like, we do not understand the depth of things sometimes. Okay, just one sec. Okay, all the messages are good. All right, so to end the week, a much nicer energy, I must say. Got the victory card with the Ace of Wands. So something divinely inspired action that you're very passionate about. Wands also fire energy, which is your energy. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, possibly as well. I feel like this could be some form of inspired action. Something that is like divinely inspired. It could be something that you're very, very passionate about, that you're finally pursuing, and that's making you feel quite victorious. But I feel like this could be also something that you may have actually started pursuing already. And it was something that you felt very passionately about. It's something that really quite makes you happy, and it's like a soul skill, soul gift, something like that, that you've mastered in previous lives, and in this life you're truly enjoying being the master of it. But it's brought you a lot of growth. I feel like this could be also like a hobby that you're turning into maybe a business, or maybe something that you're just sort of starting to get into as a hobby. But somehow it's truly like it's your calling, or you're finally finding something that you could possibly turn into a career and really like spend the rest of your life totally burying yourself in it. But I really feel like this is truly about pursuing your passions and like grabbing them with both hands and running with it, no matter what it is. I think this kind of energy came up with somebody else's reading, Pisces, I think. Okay. So, yeah, it's, we grow up in a world where people sort of will ask kids, what do you want to be when you grow up, blah, blah. And it's great and cute when you're young, but then you'll get to a certain age when you'll get asked, what do you want to be? And if you say something like, oh, I want to be a painter or a musician or whatever, like, and I'm not being, critical towards painters or musicians. I think the arts are beautiful, and I'm Taurian. I love the arts and anything beautiful. um, but the point here is that there may have been something that all your life really, set your soul and heart on fire, and you dream of doing it 24/7. You can't get enough of it. It's just something that's in your blood, basically. It inspires you. It's the one thing that you put the most effort and the most heart into. It's really, it's a really beautiful energy. It's something that really totally lights you up. Okay. But all of your life, I feel like for some people, it may be a case of you've been too worried about other people's opinion or judgment or criticism or fear of failure or whatever previously. But now that you finally have the courage and the drive and the go to do it, you're feeling so, so, so victorious. It's kind of like, yeah, I finally am releasing my attachment to judgment and to what other people's opinions of me are, because I know who I am and what I am. And I'm here for the purpose of my own life, not anybody else's. And I'm going to do whatever it is that makes me happy and fulfills me and I'm passionate about. So this is really, really beautiful, because this is sort of really a very strong sense of self and self-identity. Like, this is a person that's been through some interesting things of late, definitely. And not so fun ones. There's been some very rough energies in your life. Seeing the truth behind people that you love and feeling very betrayed. Because going back here, with the 10 of Swords and the Daughter Healing and Happiness, swords are mental energy. It's words and thoughts. So those swords in your back could be arguments that have been had with your loved ones, partners, exes, whatever. And they really cut you, those words, deeply. But they cut you open so that you can let the light in. Or please remember that, my friend. Because when you are cut open, or when your heart breaks, that's how you let the light in. The light of the universe, the light of love, the light of God, the universe, source, whatever, angels, whatever it is that you resonate with. But that's the thing, it's kind of like you have, through that experience, seen the truth of what people really are and what their feelings for you are and where they stand. And it's been interesting. It's been quite of an eye-opener. It's been a painful one. But that's a cycle that's actually coming to an end. Is closing off. I believe this week you're well and truly going to see signs of that. And that is how you walk through the door to personal healing and happiness, because it is now over and you can sort of recuperate. So it's like going and licking your wounds, once you've been in a battle. But you're learning to love yourself and care for yourself a lot more. Self-love is definitely high on the agenda this week, which is beautiful. We all need to, show ourselves more self-love. But you're very balanced. Your masculine, feminine energy is balanced. Your shadow and light side are balanced. Your spiritual and your physical world are balanced. And you, my friend, are making a declaration of love, is what I just heard. Well, it does feel that way. The throat chakra, Archangel Gabriel holding a trumpet over the 9 of Cups. You, my friend, are telling your Nine of Cups that they are your Nine of Cups. And you have a plan how to make them your one and only precious. You do have a plan. Oh, you're working on a plan. But I don't. Now, you're in Aries, my friend. You have the plan. You will not be making this declaration and speaking up if you do not have the plan. You have the plan. Oh, I like it. Aries, oh, go for it. Please let me know if it happens. This would be awesome to find out. All right, people. Little thing. My twin flame is an Aries, and this is very cracking me up right now because there's 4 cards right there. Oh, I so would love for that to be for my twin. That'll be a dream come true. It's been almost 2 years since I saw him. I'm getting a bit over it. Anyway, I'll shut up now. Wow. Archangel Michael, are you being cheeky and trying to communicate with me indirectly? Gee, thanks. You're so cheeky. So it does apply. Okay, enough of that. All right. So yes, then moving on to the attachment and Queen of Swords. Definitely, like because you're going. Okay, because earlier here you've got daughter healing and happiness. It's kind of like the process of releasing the attachment to the past, to the pain and things like that has actually begun. So in this process, yes, you're still, processing things. You're still healing from things, purging the unpleasant experiences, the memories, all of that. So it's kind of beautiful because you've been through a lot of crap and you've grown and you've evolved. And it's kind of like you've got a different perspective on life. So you're really kind of stepping out of your comfort zone because the throat chakra needs to be activated for this declaration to be made. But you've planned this out thoroughly. And this is not any half-assed declaration. Like, this is something you've invested a lot of time and effort and energy into putting together. Because, oh yeah, this represents earth signs, by the way, guys. Pentacles, which is Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. We've got water signs here, which is Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. We've got air signs, which would be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and sheesh, we've even got fire signs. We've only got 1 fire card, so that's okay. But very strong air energy. And Pentacles definitely outweigh the cup and the wand. So yeah, Pentacles and yeah, okay, moving on. So yeah, in the end, we've got the victory cut. So I really feel like this is something. This is like a soul skill that you're presenting to the world and you're feeling victorious. You really don't care if it's accepted or taken too well or not. You're basically just owning your authentic self and unapologetically being who you are. And that's a really, really beautiful thing. Like you this is a person whose soul is gone through some crap lately, but you have matured and evolved from it really beautifully. And you can see the higher wisdom and the meaning and the significance of it all. So it's not like it's unpleasant or negative. It's kind of, you accept everything because you understand that it is in your highest and greatest good. And that is always really important, because if you can sort of get it into your head that nothing in your life happens against you, it happens for you, makes everything a lot more easier to process or digest, I guess you could say, for lack of a better choice of words. So we've got 2 so far. Nice. Oh, wow. I haven't seen all of these cards, so I'm still getting used to them, as they're all quite beautiful. Okay. You're welcome. Are these the right Heart and Soul Oracle? Any more? Thank you. So, lovely Aries people, looks like only 2 Oracle cards this week for you. It's probably one of the longest readings that I've, like, not longest time-wise, but cards-wise, I guess you could say. Okay, this beautiful card right here says, tune out of your thoughts and into your heart. Everything you are looking for really is inside you. Look within, keep an open heart and mind, and then follow your intuition. Beyond thought, there is a knowing that embraces all knowledge. Your inner vision has a magnetic quality that draws everything you need closer to you. Wow. Yeah, I'm just going to read that again. Tune out of your thoughts and into your heart. Everything you are looking for really is inside you. Look within, keep an open heart and mind, and then follow your intuition. Beyond thought, there is knowing that embraces all knowledge. Your inner vision has a magnetic quality that draws everything you need closer to you. Sorry, that's pretty beautiful. I love these cards, in case you can't tell. Now, this lovely card says, beyond the light of this world, there is an inner light that always shines bright. Close your eyes and be guided by your inner light. Feel it flow through your entire body, your thoughts and your emotions. Feel it relax and heal every part of you. Listen to the immortal dialogue between your soul and spirit. This is the never-ending story of you. Oh, wow. Guys, you guys are doing great. And you haven't had the easiest or best of times of late, and I do feel for you, and I send you much love and light for that. But you guys are healing, and you're evolving, and you're becoming amazing, authentic, beautiful versions of yourselves, and you should be really, really, really proud of yourself, as is Archangel Michael, and so am I. So have a wonderful week. I really, really hope that the messages did resonate, that they might help you in some way, maybe bring some love to your week. Sometimes they're not the most chirpy energies that are coming through. However, I like to be able to present what is actually going to transpire, not what we'd like to transpire. Okay. All right. Enough from me. Thank you very much, guys. Have a wonderful week, and I shall see you again next week. Bye.